Curious about an aphrodisiac spice? Keep your focus and energy for work or school and mind your gut microbes by eating dishes made of whole foods. Get ready. In this video, I'll walk you through a unique recipe made with 100% whole foods. When it comes to food, it doesn't get better than this. Let's make zucchini medley with fresh herbs and a hot secret spice. To your health.
There is something truly special about the simplicity of whole foods from nature. I've discovered that the health of the raw ingredients you use for cooking holds the secrets to a healthier life and a better gut health. I am Adriana. Today, I'd like to share a recipe I've crafted entirely from scratch using 100% whole foods. When it comes to food, nothing beats Mother Nature. It's her wisdom that shines through for a healthier you. I'll also show you how to include the secret ingredient, grains of paradise. We'll make a dressing by pounding and grinding using a molcajete to burst the flavors of the fresh oregano, marjoram, thyme, and garlic. The name of this recipe is Fresh Zucchini Medley with a garlic kick, grains of paradise, fresh herbs, and a burst of color. Ready? Let's start.
First things first, let's gather all the necessary things you need to make this recipe. I'll walk you really quickly through some of the major things you would need so you can prepare ahead of time. You will need a double boiler or a pot with a steaming basket. And you will need a molcajete. Have you ever seen these amazing blenders of the Aztecs? Of course they didn't have electricity back then. You can use a small food processor to mix your herbs, but it has to be a really teeny processor, so the small amount of herbs are grounded well. You will need a pot, a Pyrex bowl, and some ice to make perfectly boiled eggs, a lemon squeezer, or a fork to squeeze your limes. You can just squeeze them with your hands. You might want to have different types of knives, one serrated for the tomatoes, and then the rest like spoons, forks, a serving dish, a ladle, a slotted spoon, and cutting boards. You probably already have that in your kitchen. Now let's give your produce a good wash. I use a large colander. Wash 5 zucchinis, 2 bell peppers, 2 tomatoes, 2 avocados, 2 limes, your cilantro, and your fresh herbs, your marjoram, your thyme, your oregano. You can place the colander on a towel to drain. Grab a chopping board, your serving bowl, another container where you will place all your ready-to-go ingredients. Have 3 knives near you, 1 serrated, 2 non-serrated, 1 big and 1 small. Oh, don't forget to set up your compost disposal nearby. Now let's have some fun chopping, dicing, and slicing all these delicious veggies.
Slice the tomatoes into eighths using a serrated knife and place them on a plate. Dice the onion really small and place it on the plate. Now the bell peppers, tops and bottoms off. Open the bell peppers and remove the seeds. Now slice and then dice. How easy, right? Chop the cilantro. I love cilantro, do you? Smells so fresh. If you don't love cilantro, use some parsley. It will go well too. Place aside the cilantro on the plate. Peel the garlic and slice the limes in half. Place them aside now. I'll show you how easy it is to separate the herb leaves from their stem. Run your fingers through the stem and pull all the leaves off. Oh my God, I just love the aroma. Let's put the leaves in its bowl. To prepare the zucchinis, I'll trim the tops and ends. And then I toss them into the garbage disposal. I use my large knife and cut them lengthwise in half. Then these two in half each again. And then I cut them horizontally this time. If you cut them this way, you will end up with 40 pieces. But you can cut them your own way too. Let's roast the spices now. The grains of paradise, our secret spice, and the fennel seeds. Here they go, on the pan, on the stove. Now we turn the stove to high, and when I start smelling the aroma, I turn down the heat. Move them with your spatula so they don't burn. So good. Let's grind them in a coffee grinder. Place them aside in a little bowl. I am going to organize my ingredients into sections. These are the ingredients for the dressing, and these are the main ingredients. I will keep the eggs and avocados separate. I feel better when I have my space clean and organized. How about you? Let's fill up the pot part of our steaming pot and layer out our zucchinis in a single layer. If your pot is small, it's okay to stack them. Turn the heat on high, and when you hear the water boiling, set your timer for 5 minutes. Alexa, count 5 minutes. While the zucchinis are steaming, let's boil the eggs. For perfectly boiled eggs, heat the water first and turn the heat to high. Now it's almost boiling. Let's grab our ladle and place one egg on it. Very gently, I will place the egg at the bottom of the pot. I used to dump the eggs in the past, and I had cracked eggs with weird whites coming off every angle. No! We're going to be gentle with the eggs and set our timer. Alexa, set a timer for 13 minutes. A friend showed me this trick. I was burning my fingers when I peeled the eggs while they were hot. She said, let's use a bowl with ice. Now I get to share it with you. It does the trick. Ice water and bring it close to the pot. Scoop the eggs with a slotted spoon into the ice. Bring it inside the sink and peel them. Toss the peels and ice in the disposal. Perfect. Let's separate the egg yolks from the whites. And slice the whites. Put them aside on a plate. To prepare the dressing, we have to use the molcajete. I mean, we don't have to. You can use a small food processor. But this is too much fun if you have or want to invest in one. Pound the garlic like this. Pound, pound, and grind. Pound and grind until it starts getting like a paste. Add the herb leaves and pound and grind again. It takes a bit of arm power. Now add the spices we ground. Squeeze the juice of 1/2 of one of the limes and mix. Mash the egg yolks with a fork inside a bowl and add the paste from the molcajete to the bowl. Add the rest of the juice of the limes left and the 1/8 of a cup of filtered water. With a spoon, mix it well. You got your dressing. You might be wondering why I did not add salt to this recipe. Well, I'm trying to imitate how people might have eaten food when salt was not available. And it is a great recipe if you need to avoid salt for some reason. You can always add salt at the end of your plate, and perhaps you can add other things like cold pressed olive oil or some balsamic vinegar. But if you want to taste the flavors of a 100% whole food dish, then just like this. Our taste buds got used to salt. It's great also to experience the taste of the food as they are. And you might not miss the extra salt because the herbs add so much flavor. Now, let's assemble the dish. Lay down the zucchinis on a serving bowl. Add the tomatoes, onion, bell pepper, and the dressing, gently mixing everything, adding cilantro and sliced egg whites to the center of the plate. Wait until before serving to add the avocado. Slice and arrange the avocado slices on the plate and clean the edges of the dish.
There you have it, our zucchini medley with garlic kick, grains of paradise, fresh herbs, and a burst of color is ready to be served and enjoyed. I hope you found this demonstration helpful. Thanks for being here with me today and making a dish with 100% whole food.